Meghan thrown out after trying to snatch Mary Poppins' role in sequel as Glynis Johns dead at 100. Meghan Markle is once again showing her true colors as she tries to land the role of Winifred Banks in the upcoming Mary Poppins sequel, just hours after the death of the original actress Glynis Johns, the British actress who played the heartbroken mother of Jane and Michael Banks in the 1964 classic, who died of natural causes at an assisted living facility, living in Los Angeles on Thursday at the age of 100. Meghan Markle, who lives in Los Angeles with her husband Prince Harry and 2 children, has been eyeing the role of Winifred Banks for months and has been pleading with Disney and other filmmakers to cast her in the sequel, which is expected to be released in 2017. Meghan Markle, who describes herself as a feminist and humanitarian, sees the role as a perfect opportunity, perfect to revive her failing acting career and use it as a platform to promote her goals and her projects. She also believed that playing Winifred Banks would increase her popularity and prestige and help her win an Oscar. However, Meghan Markle's plan failed when she encountered Mitch Clem, manager of Glynis Johns, who worked with the late actress for more than 50 years. Clem, the person in charge of handling John's estate, was informed by Disney that they were planning to memorialize John in the sequel and that they wanted to use some of the original footage and voice recordings of John's to reprise her role. Clem, who was touched by the gesture, agreed to cooperate with Disney and grant them access to John's personal belongings and archives. Clem, who was shocked and disgusted by Meghan Markle's behavior, refused to give in to her demands and told her to leave him and John alone. He also told her that she had no talent, no class, no respect, and that she did not deserve to play Winifred Banks or any other role for that matter. He also told her that Johns was a legend and an icon who had a long and illustrious career, loved and admired by millions of fans and colleagues. He also told her that Johns was a friend and mentor to him, and that he would not let her tarnish his memory and her legacy. Clem then hung up on Meghan Markle and reported her to Disney and the filmmakers, who were appalled and outraged by her actions. They immediately banned her from the studio and released a statement condemning her behavior and expressing their condolences and gratitude to Johns and her family. They also announced that they would be conducting a tribute to Johns and that they would dedicate the next episode to her. Meanwhile, the Mary Poppins sequel, titled Mary Poppins Returns, will be released in 2025 and will feature Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins, Lin-Manuel Miranda as Jack Ben, and Michael Banks, Emily Mortimer as Jane Banks, and Julie Walters as Ellen. The sequel will also feature Dick Van Dyke, Angela Lansbury, Colin Firth, and Meryl Streep, who will reprise their roles from the previous film. The sequel will follow Mary Poppins back to London 25 years after the events of the first film to help the grown-up bankers, children, and their families who are facing a new crisis. The sequel will also pay tribute to Glynis Johns, who will appear as Winifred Banks through the use of archival footage and voice recordings, and will sing a new song written by the Sherman Brothers called "The Place Where Lost Things Go."